My dear children of class 6, good morning. Today we are going to study the fifth lesson in geography, that is major domains of the earth. Major domains of the earth is a basic concept in geography. Solid portion, that is lithosphere, gaseous atmosphere, liquid hydrosphere and biosphere. Parts of the earth are not isolated, but they overlap with each other. In this chapter, we will see the four major domains of the earth, namely lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. There are three main components of the environment: lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Okay. The solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. In the Greek language, lithos means stone. Atmos means vapor. Okay. Hydor means water. And bios means life. Okay. So, the solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. The gaseous layer that surrounds the earth is the atmosphere. The area covered by water is called the hydrosphere. The zone, that area which contains all forms of life, is called biosphere. It is a narrow zone where we find land, water and air together, which contains all forms of life. Okay, repeating again, children. The surface of the earth is a complex zone. It can be divided into three main portions. Okay, they are lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Lithosphere, the solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere. It composed of rocks of the earth's crust. There is a thin layer of soil on top. The soil contains mineral nutrients which sustain various organisms. Okay. Atmosphere, the thick envelope of air surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. The atmosphere is about 1600 kilometers thick and is composed of various gases. Hydrosphere is composed of water. Water is available in all three states on the earth. About two-thirds of the earth's surface is covered with water. Okay. The earth's surface can be divided into two main parts. They are the continents and ocean basins. Okay. Continents. The huge land masses on the earth are called continents. Okay. So, then the ocean basins, a huge water bodies on the earth are called ocean basins. Okay. Name the continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. Okay. What are the major oceans of the earth? Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Hope you all can remember this. There are 7 continents and all of them are separated by large water bodies. Look at this picture. The 7 continents of the world are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. The greater portion of the landmass lies in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Now, Asia. Asia is the largest continent. Asia covers about 1/3 of the total land area of the earth. This continent lies in the eastern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes through Asia. Okay. The Ural Mountain separates Asia from Europe in the west. The combined landmass of Europe and Asia is called Eurasia. Okay, the combined landmass of Europe and Asia. Look at this picture. The combined land mass of Europe and Asia is called Eurasia. Okay. Next is Europe. Europe lies to the west of Asia and is much smaller than Asia. It is bound by water bodies from three sides. The Arctic Circle passes through Europe. Okay? Clear, children? Okay. Now, next one is Africa. Africa is the second largest continent. The major portion of Africa lies in the northern hemisphere. This is the only continent through which three major longitudes pass. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Three major longitudes pass. The equator, see here, the equator, the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Pass through this continent. The equator passes almost through the middle of Africa. Children, dear children, I am repeating again. Africa is the second largest continent. The major portion of Africa lies in the northern hemisphere. This is the only continent through which three major longitudes pass. The equator, the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn pass through this continent. The equator passes almost through the middle of Africa. Okay. The Sahara Desert is the largest hard desert of the world and it is in Africa. World's longest river, the Nile, is in Africa. Africa is bound by water bodies from all sides. Is it clear, children? Okay. Next one is North America. It is the third largest continent. North America and South America are connected to each other by the Isthmus of Panama. Isthmus means a narrow strip. A narrow strip of land which joins two land masses is called isthmus. North America and South America are connected to each other by the Isthmus of Panama. Okay. Isthmus means a narrow strip of land which joins two land masses is called isthmus. North America lies in the northern hemisphere and western hemisphere. North America is surrounded by three oceans, namely the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. Okay. The North America is surrounded by three oceans, namely the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. Okay. Now, our next continent is South America. The major portion of South America is in southern hemisphere. This continent is surrounded by two oceans, namely they are the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. Okay, see here, the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. Andes, okay, the longest mountain range. Andes, see here, it's marked in brown in color. Okay, the Andes, the longest mountain range in the world is in South America. World's largest river. Okay, world's largest river uh, Amazon. This Amazon river is in the continent. Okay. Repeating again. The major portion of South America is in southern hemisphere. This continent is surrounded by two oceans. They are the Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Andes mountain is the longest mountain range in the world, is in South America. World's largest river, Amazon, is in this continent. Okay. Next one is Australia. This is the smallest continent. It lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. Since Australia is surrounded on all sides by ocean, hence it is called the island continent. Okay. Here that great sandy desert is in this continent. A great dividing range, mountain ranges is in this continent. Okay. Next one is Antarctica. This is a huge continent and is present on the South Polar region. In fact, the South Pole lies at the center of this continent. There is no human settlement in this continent. However, many countries have made research centers in this continent. Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri, M-A-I-T-R-I, Maitri and Dakshin, D-A-K-S-H-I-N, Dakshin Gangotri, G-A-N-G-O-T-R-I, Gangotri are the research centers set by India. Okay, that is situated in this continent. Okay, children. Next, we will move on to our next topic. That is continents. That is hydrosphere. More than 71% of the earth is covered with water. Therefore, the earth is called the blue planet. Okay, hydrosphere. More than 71% of the earth is covered with water. Therefore, the earth is called blue planet. More than 97% of the earth's water is found in the oceans. And it's too salty for human use. A large proportion of the rest of the water is in the form of ice sheets and glaciers or under the ground, and a very small percentage is available for fresh water for human use. Okay. So, despite being a blue planet, we face a shortage of water. Okay, children. Next, our next topic is oceans. The oceans are the major part of hydrosphere. They are all interconnected. The ocean waters are always moving. The three chief movements of ocean waters are the waves, the tides, and the ocean currents. Okay, the five major oceans are the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and the Southern Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. The four major oceans are the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean. The Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after a country, that is India. The Arctic Ocean is located within the Arctic Circle. Okay. And surrounded the North Pole. The Arctic Ocean is connected with the Pacific Ocean by a narrow stretch of shallow water known as Bering Strait. It is bound by the northern coasts of North America and Eurasia. Okay. Our last topic is atmosphere. The earth is surrounded by a layer of gases called the atmosphere. This thin blanket of air is an integral and important aspect of the planet. It provides us with the air we breathe and protects us from the harmful effects of sun's rays. The atmosphere extends up to a height of about 1,600 kilometers. The atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. One is troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen. Air moves from high pressure to low pressure. Moving air is known as wind. The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which make up about 99% of clean, dry air. Nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, and other gases like carbon dioxide, argon, and other comprise 1% by volume. Oxygen is the breath of life, while nitrogen helps in the growth of living organisms. Carbon dioxide, through present in minute amount, is important as it absorbs heat radiated by the earth, therefore keeping the planet warm. It is also essential for growth of planets. Okay. Next one is biosphere. Biosphere is a narrow zone of contact between the land, water, and air. It is in this zone that life that is unique to this planet. All the living organisms, including humans, are linked to each other and to the biosphere for survival. The organisms in the biosphere may broadly be divided into plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. Increase in the amount of carbon dioxide leads to increase in global temperature. This is termed as global warming. Okay. So